Hey guys, today I am making super easy mac and cheese. So let's get started. There's kind of a lot of steps to it, but it's super easy. So I have a half a stick of butter that I just melted and I'm pouring that in the bowl. And I've got 2 cups of breadcrumbs. You can do the panko crumbs if you like those better, but I usually go Italian style because I won't break into my Italian tonight. I promise. I promise. And then we're gonna do like 1.5 cups of grated cheese, whatever you like. And for some reason, I can't find the sharp cheddar still at the market. And so I'm going to go Colby again. And we're gonna dump that in. This is the topping that's gonna go on our noodles at the end. But we're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna mix that up really good and get it kind of mashed in there. And that's gonna give you like that really nice crispy cheesy thing going all over the top. And then we're just gonna set that aside. In the meantime, I'm melting. Why do I have to go Wizard of Oz? I'm melting 1 stick of butter, and then we're going to make the roux, which is like the sauce. Because that's gonna give it all that nice gooey flavor. In the meantime, I already did 1 pound of the noodles. You can do, you know, the big elbow. I went little teeny tiny elbow today because at my favorite store, Trader Joe's, that's what they had. And I don't know, I kind of like the smaller version of the noodles. In my opinion, it's better. But so get 1 pound whatever noodle that you end up doing. You could even do like a fusilli, which is like that corkscrew pasta or something like that. So we're just letting that melt real quick, and then go ahead and get your oven temp to 400. And we're gonna, once we get it all together, we're gonna put it in the oven for 20-25 minutes. So other than that, get your milk out, get your cheese out. I like to do about 1 cup of chicken broth that I make. And a nice little tip that you can do is when you're making any sort of, you know, broth in general, if you have extra, just put it in a container and throw it in the freezer so that you don't even have to make more. You can just have it all ready to go. Okay, so what I've got now is my flour that we're gonna do about 6 tablespoons of flour, and we're gonna start, you know, whisking it in because we want to get that thickness going. And so just start doing that. It's kind of similar to like when you're making the gravy, and you can see the link if you want to learn how to make really delicious gravy by Grandma Helen, Liberal, Kansas. Best grandma ever. Just saying. So anyway, okay, so we're whisking it, and it's cooking really fast. So what I'm gonna do is start pouring in the milk, and we're gonna do about 5 cups of milk, and we're just gonna keep whisking that until we get it really nice and gooey. And you can add a little bit of your chicken broth in there as well. So because basically, you know, all my stuff in storage, I don't have enough, you know, measuring cups. I don't have anything that like looks decent to deal with. So bear with me, but this is what we're dealing with. So what we're gonna do is put all that in and keep, okay, so that's, let's do more milk. Let's do number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then we're gonna start bringing that to a boil for about 3 minutes. And in the meantime, okay, we've got 6 cups of cheese. And we're gonna start adding that in as well. And you'll see, you know, it'll start thickening up. But just slowly whisking it. And you're gonna continue that process. And again, if you wanna change up what kind of cheese you use, and look, it's mac and cheese. You can't mess it up. Do you realize that the things that I'm teaching you guys how to do, they're so bulletproof, you can't mess this stuff up. Cheese, milk, butter, noodles. Awesome. So you gotta love me for that, because I'm not making like a tilapia with lemon juice. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen in this kitchen. I mean, if you come over and you ask me and you want me to make you fish, I guess I will. I will try, but don't really want to. Don't really want to. Okay, so I've told you in other recipes, I am so addicted to this stuff. Better than bouillon. You know when you want to make chicken broth and stuff like that, and they give you like the little cubes or the powder? I like this stuff because it is all mushy and gooey, and I love to just add it in to a lot of things like this because I just think it richens the taste so much. And don't tell my secret to anybody. Okay, so we're just gonna keep adding the rest of the cheese and let that melt down. And I've got my stovetop on. I'm so not used to cooking on electric, but it's Texas. We're going Texas style. So keep melting the rest of that cheese down, the 6 cups and the 5 cups of milk. And then what we're gonna do is just mush it all together, and it's gonna be delicious. The other little trick that I wanted to show you guys and tell you about, I don't know if you're familiar with any truffle oil, but in general, if you go to any place that has something with truffle in it, first of all, it's gonna be crazy expensive, but you're gonna be like in heaven, and because they're so hard to come by. But anyway, you can start finding different truffle oils, and I like to add those in, a little bit of the truffle oil in stuff like this, because it just gives it like a little, you know, it changes it up. So anyway, I'm gonna finish boiling this, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna put it all together, and then we're gonna make more delicious dinners that I can't wait, because I'm so hungry right now because I kind of forgot to eat today. Okay, I will be back. And the sauce is ready to go. So what we're gonna do is put the 1 pound of the macaroni into whatever bowl. I don't have any extra bowls, so this is what we're dealing with. And then you are going to add your cheesy sauce. And just do it slowly, you know, and mix it up as best you can as you go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in because this is really heavy. So I just totally was trying to clean up while waiting for this sauce to be ready. And the whole faucet came off and just started going across the whole kitchen and soaking me, and I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I got no time for that, and I don't have time to, you know, change or whatever, because turn all of that off, because I gotta get to the pasta. Okay, so we just mixed all that sauce in with the noodles, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of the chicken broth because I want to. So that was about a cup. And then I'm gonna add some pepper and some salt. My God, everything's breaking around here. My salt thing also broke. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of salt in there. Get the real salt. Don't get that Morton whatever, because that's not the stuff that's gonna give you all the minerals that you need for brain power. And I'm gonna add the truffle oil and just do a little, you know, toss in there. That's about, I don't know, a teaspoon and a half. Okay, so you know me, I've got my metal containers. I miss my casserole dishes. If you have any extras laying around, please mail anything and everything to me. I don't know when my crap is getting out of storage. Okay, so we're gonna pour all of that into this container. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be delicious. And that's super heavy too. And we'll just get the rest of that in there. Okay, so there's that. Now we've got our breadcrumb concoction that we are going to sort of just sprinkle all over the top. And you know what? I feel like I maybe made a little bit too much of the topping. So you just eyeball it, and it's, you know, it's up to you how big you want to go with it. But I totally recommend that Italian breadcrumb for different things, because it's just already got all the good stuff in there. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go about half of what we made, because that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven for 20 minutes, eyeball it, 25 minutes, probably max at 400, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to try it with you guys. I'll be right back. Took the mac and cheese out of the oven, and I did let it go for about 23 minutes. I kept kind of watching it, and you can see it's nice and toasty and brown on the top, and that's from all of the breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to try it to prove to everyone that it's really good. And it's really hot right now. So I need some wine to wash it down with, but I gotta open some. Anyway, so I'm gonna totally burn my tongue for you. You can see the steam. But this, I think this recipe is really good, because you get the crispiness on top and you get like the yummy, gooey stuff inside. So it's so great. I think I could use a little bit more salt. So maybe once you spoon it out, put it on your plate, add a little bit more salt. But I love it. What's not to love? It's really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to put all of the ingredients and exactly what to do down below. Hit the like button if you like it, and subscribe, and let me know if there's anything I can cook for you that you would like to learn, and I would be happy to do that. And next time we're doing wine for sure. Okay, bye.